got a call. We heard where he was. We knew the way he was getting there. And we had to make a decision. We didn't have time to call up Nancy, who was not operating with a full deck.
The news comes as President Trump once again takes aim at House Democrats who pass a measure limiting his war powers. The president mocking the House Speaker and other Democratic leaders while touting the killing of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani.
Well, the Senate is now preparing to vote on a similar measure next week.
CBS 4's Marc Liverman has breaking developments on both the plane crash investigation and the ongoing crisis with Iran.
The U.S. and its allies say it's likely Iran shot down a Ukrainian plane shortly after takeoff Wednesday morning.
The evidence indicates that the plane was shot down by an Iranian surface-to-air missile.
It was flying in a pretty rough neighborhood, and somebody could have made a mistake.
This video apparently shows the moment of impact, and here, the flaming wreckage raining down near Tehran. It came just hours after the Iranian missile strikes targeting U.S. troops, the retaliation for a drone strike that killed General Qasem Soleimani.
All of that intelligence as presented to us today does not suggest an intentional act.
Not intentional, but while Iran was on high alert as it waited for a U.S. response that never came.
At some point, they'll release the black box.
The current resolution is adopted.
Yesterday, House Democrats passed a resolution with some Republican support aimed at limiting President Trump's ability to wage further military action against Iran.
The framers of our Constitution rightly believed that the power to declare war belongs in the Congress.
Killing Soleimani was the right decision, but engaging in another forever war in the Middle East would be the wrong decision.
President Trump said he killed Soleimani because of a plot to blow up the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad.
We didn't have time to call up Nancy.
Some members of Congress say the administration has not provided enough evidence to justify the strike. Marc Liverman, CBS News.